Okay, so as usual, I will start off with priming my face, but I'm trying a new primer tonight because sometimes I just feel like I need a primer, and I usually will use the Seint setting spray, and I use that as a primer, but I'm just kind of poking around and trying some other stuff too. So I found this online. It's supposed to be silicone free, and if you know our foundations, our makeup, it is cream based, so you don't need anything that is that has silicone in it. So I found this Derma blend, and it is called Instagrip Jelly Primer. It's supposed to be 3-in-1. A makeup gripping primer, have instant moisturization, and it's supposed to make you feel like have a tightening mask on. So we're going to see how this is. You never can tell. You never can tell. So we're going to try that out. It wasn't that expensive either, so I thought, well, let me try that. I'm always looking for anything that's silicone free. Okay, so since I've already got my face primed, I'm now looking for my eye primer. The eye primer that I use, this is Sorme. It's an undershadow primer, and I like to put this on because this gives me a great base when I put my eyeshadow on. Eyeshadows don't show up on me good. Sometimes I can see everybody wear different colors, and I'm like, why don't it look like that on me? But if I use some kind of a base, sometimes I just use my brightening colors or my highlight colors, and that's fine too. But I like this because it kind of gives a powdery finish, and my eyelids crease a lot, so I will still set this with the powder. You know. Get my brushes over here. So normally I'm Chatty Cathy, and if you have questions, I will for sure answer your questions. But I'm really going to just kind of try to get my makeup on pretty quick tonight, and then spend more time doing my eye look. It's going to be sunset inspired, and I saw someone do it, fell in love with it, and I posted a video on it, but I was just like, it's out of my comfort zone because I normally don't, this is just a setting powder. I normally don't do wild eye colors, but I'm going to try it tonight. Live. Okay, so I'm going to say okay a lot because I always do. Hey, Zunia. Hey, Zunia. Okay, so, again, okay. The makeup is Seint Beauty. It's 3D foundation that comes in a magnetic compact, and you can go in, like here's all my eyeshadows. I have, this is a illuminator. This is like a brush towel. You can clean your eyeshadow brush in between putting on your eyeshadows. Just clean it off. And this is a setting powder. So this is all my eyeshadows. Tonight I'm going to be using these colors right here on this bottom row. Sunset inspired. And then here is my other colors for my face. And they look crazy and wonky, but they blend beautifully. It always looks good. So we're gonna go through, like I said, I'm not gonna do tons of talking because I tend to do that and ramble on, and then these lives go too fast. I mean, too long. So I'm just gonna put it on, and then if you have questions, then I see it, but I'll just kind of talk really quick. With these, it's meant to not layer, put a lot on and layer. It's meant to only put it where you need it. So I'm going to start with, tonight I'm going to start with my all over shade, which is Sandy. These are called highlights. So we have highlights and contours. So highlight would also be like your base foundation, and then like your, what we would always call concealer is a brightening highlight. So my all over color will be Sandy. So I'm going to go in and do that first. This is the blush and bronzer double-ended brush. I'm just going to put it where I need it. And I really want to show how quick you can put this makeup on. I mean, you can play with it as long as you want. There's always, it's always fun to play with. But sometimes I get to talking when it really doesn't take that long to put it on. I was at the beach last week, got some sun. I was wearing amber, but now I've shaded up to sandy. But I can still wear amber if I want to. But when you get a color that really looks good with your skin tone, then you can really cover your imperfections 10 times better. It doesn't show texture and it doesn't show your pores and imperfections. You can really tell a difference. I can wear probably 5 or 6 colors. Okay, so I've got that on. It'll oxidize a little bit. It'll match my face better. It's over the next few minutes, because right now, if you first look at it, I mean, it matches pretty well. It'll look even better. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my contour. I'm gonna use my detail brush, and I'm gonna use the color Indigo. It's kind of scary, but don't be scared. Don't be scared. Hard to see sometimes when I'm doing this in my phone. I need to grab me another mirror to have handy dandy. There's a mirror in this compact, but it's on the other side. I don't want to flip back and forth while I'm doing this. Hey, April. Okay. And now I'm going to go in with my brightening highlight. This is the color Sunlit. Isn't that scary looking? But it's really pretty on. And I'm just going to put it right down the center of my face and under my eyes. And right down my nose. looks like I'm going to a Halloween party, doesn't it? Now that I've got that on, I'm going to blend it all together. If I have one gripe about this makeup, and it's not even about the makeup, it is that as you're putting on the creams, my hair always sticks to it. And that's not even the makeup's fault. It's like I probably should put like a headband or something on to get it out of my face. But I always find my little wispy hairs will be like sticking to it till I can get it all on and blended and set. And I'm like, ugh. Because I can't ever find it. I can always feel it, and I'm digging around all over my face. I can't ever find it. Now I'm just blending. Look at that. Such a pretty, it's a sunlit. It's called the color Sunlit, and it really does make you look like you're lit with the sun. I'm I'm just going through and I'm going to blend out the brightening highlight that I did, and I'll go back and I'll do my contour there in a minute. I've already got the primer on my eyelids. Y'all, I could watch these makeup videos. When I would watch people putting on this makeup, I was always just mesmerized by it. I was always like, golly, how does it just go from looking crazy scary to good? But I was just telling someone today that I'll play with it even if I'm not getting out of the house. Sometimes I'll just play with it at home, but just because it's fun. It's fun to play with it. The more you do with it, the more you realize the potential that there is, all the possibilities. Okay, that's it. So that's pretty much my face. I haven't bronzed yet, and I haven't put on my lip and cheek. But again, as scary as it looked, it is very natural. You can look and you can still see, you know, some of my freckling, that kind of stuff peeking through, because it still looks like skin, which is a good thing. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to bronze. This is my Rose Gold Illuminator and my Bella Bronzer. I like to use these together. I just get my brush and I swirl them together because this smells amazing. It's my favorite. We have 4 scents. You don't, and some people don't use an illuminator with it. You don't have to. I just like to. Or they may use like a different type of illuminator. We also have the Rose Gold that doesn't have a scent in it if you don't like scents on your face, but makes my brush smell good. I'm putting it on my face. I just kind of get whiffs of it throughout the first couple hours that I wear it. It smells, I know, it smells so good. I love it. It's my favorite discovery. It was mixing these two. I mean, I didn't discover it. Kind of like, you know, somebody else discovered it. But once I did it, I was like, whoa, this is the best thing I ever did. I'm sure I saw someone use it. They usually use the color. It's a glow illuminator. I don't have it in here, but it's a darker contour, and it's a really pretty bronzy illuminator, and it looks good with it too. But just putting the perfume with it, oh, it's so good. Okay, so now I'm bronzed. I mean, I look like I've been at the beach, really. I mean, it just gives you a sun-kissed look. Even if you don't get out much, like in the wintertime, this Bella Bronzer, even if you don't wear this makeup, this specific, like the foundations and stuff, you could get that to go with any makeup, and it will really instantly just bring life to your face. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, and I'm going to use, the Pearl Illuminator. And I'm just going to put it right along my cheekbones. Again, this is a cream. All the things that I'm using except for my eyeshadows tonight are creams, which is so good for mature skin because it does not set in your lines and wrinkles and pores. It just takes on a second skin. I love the glow too. I'm all about me some summertime glow. I wish it was summertime year round. I'm one of those people. I know everybody else isn't, but I love it. I love summertime all the time. Okay. Face is on except for, I think I'm going to use Desert Sunset Lip and Cheek. This is a really pretty summer color too. Kind of a peachy glossy. Isn't it pretty? It'll go good with my sunset eyes I'm about to do. Ooh, it's a little scary. It is totally out of my comfort zone. I posted a picture of it the other day and I was like, I'm gonna do it on my live. Then I thought, that may not be the best idea I've got. That may not be the best idea I've had in a while. All right, now I'm gonna go and I'm going to outline my lips with a Bella Bronzer. Oh, I do have a mirror right here. It's too big, I need a smaller one. I'm just gonna take the multitasker brush, the Bella Bronzer, and I'm gonna outline my lips. Y'all, this makeup is so pretty. honest, if you don't have the best skin like I don't, and it makes your skin look good, there's just something about it. Like it's truly such a confidence builder, and it just makes me feel good. When my skin looks good, it makes me feel good. Okay, so isn't that crazy how it looks, you know? It's just a bronzer on my lips. So I'm going to kind of mute it down just a smidgen. And then I'm going to go back with this Desert Sunset that I put on my lips, on my cheeks, and I'm going to put it on my lips. And this is going to be my color tonight, my lip color. It's a really pretty gloss. It can be worn on your cheeks or on your lips. I feel like it shows up better on my cheeks, the true color, because it's almost barely there on my lips. But when you mix, like I mix the Bella bronzer with it, it shows up. Okay, face done. The only last thing is I'm going to take that same brush that I just bronzed with, and I'm going to go into my setting powder. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use that setting powder. I'm going to use this all-nighter setting powder that I've been using, the Urban Decay. And I'm just going to pounce that around. I found that in my drawer, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I really liked it when I used it. The only thing though is when you feel your face and it feels really good, and then you feel your cheeks when you wear the gloss, the cheeks feel kind of sticky because it's a glossy texture. You can always go over it and powder it, but I don't want to do that because I like the gloss because it makes it look like it's youthful. So I just kind of powder around my cheeks. All right, now for the eyes. We got everything else on. Let's see, where's my stuff? Okay, so we are going to start. I ordered the color Blondie because I really wanted that for my, because that's the girl that I watched. Her name was Courtney. I can't even say her last name. It had a lot of letters and a lot of consonants, and it started like PHL something. I'm not sure how you said it all, but I watched her do it, and I was like, oh, that's so pretty. She had dark brown eyes, and it was gorgeous on hers. And I was like, well, I'm going to try it on my blue eyes and see how it looks. And I really liked it too. So this is the colors that she used. I'm going to use Glamazing because she had a Blondie, and the Blondie's really pretty. I needed one that's similar to it, but I liked the way this one looked with it as well. So I don't have Blondie yet. It's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here today, but I guess it'll come in tomorrow. So Blondie, Crush, Bubba, Leo, Mija, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use Amethyst or Ken, but one of these two purples. So isn't that pretty? It's a kind of a fun little combo here. So let's get started on that. So I'm going to start with the color Bubba, and I'm just going to put it all over my lid and in my crease. And this color is so pretty on all eye colors. Bubba's probably one of my favorite colors that we have. It's a nice neutral, maybe a little bit on the warm, but it's like an orangey brown. So pretty. Use both purples. I might use every color on here. And while I'm doing this, this is what I would call a transition shade. Not only does it make my other eyeshadows apply better, but I really want this because as I'm putting this on, if there's little hints of it that are kind of peeking out here, it just kind of gives that gradient effect. All right, and now I'm going to go in with the color Leo, and it's an orange color. And I'm gonna put it right here in the outer kind of V. And then I'm gonna kind of drag it in a little bit too. Trying to do it where I can look in my mirror and then you can also see. It's a really pretty eye just to wear with some mascara and to go. Okay, now we're gonna get into the fun stuff. Here is, look at this, such a pretty, almost a magenta, like a pinkish purpley, I don't know. It's, God, so pretty. Mija. And I'm gonna take the dense end, this little pencil end of my eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna really pounce in there because I want the color. I want that color. And then I'm gonna put this in my outer V. Oh, this color is so pretty. And this looks, I feel like, best on brown eyes. But as many people as I've seen that's wore it, that's got blue, hazel, and green, I'm like, oh, how do they make every color look good on every eye? They just do. They just do. It's just a gift they have there in the Creation Lab. Okay, now I'm going to kind of blend it out just a little. I don't know if you can see it on camera as well as it looks in this mirror, but it is so pretty. It just is. Of course, it's probably a little bit much for my husband because I asked him the other day, I was like, what do you think about this look? He's like, it's a little much, isn't it? I was like, well, for me it is because I don't normally do the wild colors. He's like, it's pretty and everything. He said, I'm not used to seeing you with that, all that eyeshadow on. I was like, I know. He likes it all natural, nothing. He's like, he just said, I'm not wearing makeup at all. I'm like, don't be a fuddy-duddy. Isn't it pretty? Blending is always your friend. Okay, now I'm gonna go and I'm going to go with the Glamazing. Oh, it's so pretty too. And actually, first thing I'm gonna do before I do anything else, now that I've got this nice pink color on the end of this brush, I'm gonna go into my brush cleaning towel and I'm just gonna swap it around so I won't have any transfer. Because really, I could do almost all my eye looks with this one brush. So it's great that I don't have to swap back and forth between colors. So I'm gonna tap into this Glamazing, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna actually put just a little bit up here on my brow bone. This is a really pretty illuminator too. It looks really good on like the cheekbones and the Cupid's bow. I mean, it's just so pretty. It packs a punch. I just wanted to highlight that a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my pinky, and that's still that Glamazing. And then I'm gonna go in right on the inner corner of my eye, right on the inner corner, and I'm gonna leave the middle part of my eyelid for another shimmer color. And don't be shy. You just put it on there. It'll look good. And now I'm going to go in with this orange shimmery color. So I just used this on my inner corner. Crazy. And now I'm going to go in with this color Crush. It's orange. It's an orange shimmery color. The girl that I watched, this was like a more yellow, but I didn't have it. And so I liked this one better. I tried a couple of different looks and I liked this one. And I'm putting this right in that little hole I left to where it goes shimmer to shimmer to a pinky color, just like the sunset. Okay. Let me get my blender. I'm just gonna blend it all together. So you could totally stop there. You could. I'm gonna go in now with the color Bubba that I first started with and the other end of that brush, and I'm gonna drag it under my eyes just a little bit. To kind of pull it together. And then I think I will take April's suggestion and I'm going to use both purples. So I'm going to line my eyes with this color Amethyst. I'm going to use the other end of that multitasker that I used for my lips. And I'm going to drag just a little bit on my lower lash line on the outer corner. Not a lot, just a little. And then I'm also going to kind of line my top lashes with it as well. Always tap off excess on your brushes so that you don't have all that fallout. I don't know if you can see, but every time I tap, it just, all this powder falls off of it. If you do get it on there, you can just take your brushes and just sweep it right off. So now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take back this brush. I'm going to go into this other purple color. And I'm just going to kind of put it right here on the, this is the color Ken. It's right here on the, what you got?
I just want to ask you that one.
Oh, I don't know, babe. I'm on my live.
It's probably him pulling up.
I'm just going to kind of put it right on the outer corner on the bottom. Kind of blend it in as well. That's what I think. Maybe this should be a rainbow inspired instead of sunset, because I'm going to use every color. Roy GB. If I had red, I'd throw it in here too. That's it. I probably could do a little bit more orange across the top, just to be honest, because you need some more orange in the sunset. Y'all, isn't that so pretty? And it's really good for me, because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm going to use this Pharmacy. It's the Double Lash Extend. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to use the lengthening side first. Whoops. got something under my eye there. And then I'm going to not really flip over, but kind of. And then I'm going to open up the volume side. It's the same brush, just deposits more onto the wand. Thank you, Zunia. Mazazoo. And then this is going to give it some volume. Make it thick. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. That is it. That's it for my look. I don't know how long I lasted. Well, 30 minutes. So we're good. That's going to be my new goal, is trying to do a live in under 30 minutes. And if I didn't do this, for me, elaborate eye look, it would have been a lot less time. So I'm going to zoom in and show you guys. If it'll zoom. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Check out these eyebrows. I had them microbladed. There's a couple places that I've got to... Please do, April. There's a couple places that I've got to have filled in at my next appointment that's in mid-July. But I love it. I love them. They were scary to start with, but they look good. So you can see a little bit. Sometimes I'll fill that in with a little bit of powder, but it's not even enough where I even care half the time. So, psh. But anyway, so if you're interested and you want a color match, or you, you know, just have questions, you can always send me a direct message. If you want to have a party, parties are the way to go, because you, thank you, April. Parties are the way to go because you can earn free makeup. You can earn up to $500 worth of free makeup. And it really is. It's one of those that you think, is that too good to be true? It's not too good to be true. It is true. You earn credit from other people shopping on your link. And so we can do a virtual party. We can do an in-person party. Just let me know. And if you want to become an artist, I'd love to have you on my team. You can always sign up to be a Seint artist. And so if you got questions on that, let me know. The perks are phenomenal. It's good compensation, great benefits as far as the resources and the sisterhood that you get with it. One of the best decisions that I've made in a really long time. So anyway, just let me know if I can be of any assistance. I am your personal makeup assistant, Susie Turner. So I will catch you guys later on another probably Friday Night Live. Those are my favorite nights.